basis into me and trying to see me improve. And they have my undivided attention. And I really listened to them and embraced them. They were like my coaches, off the field.
Well, what kind of impact did Jerry Rice have on your career? Was he kind of a model for you at all, Cris?
Okay, say that one more time.
So, what kind of impact did Jerry Rice have on your career? I mean, I realize you weren't teammates or anything like that, but he was kind of a guy. I think a lot of receivers obviously put up on that pedestal as the guy, the model. I mean, did he have an impact on you?
We had Roger Craig late in his career, and Roger began to explain to me the training regimen of Jerry Rice, and I knew that if I wanted to be a great player, I had to change some things. And in talking to Roger, I changed my whole training regimen based off of what Jerry was doing, added some things to it, and really tried to train like him, from the early 90s, before most athletes were really into the type of training that they're doing now, because of Jerry Rice. That was the most significant thing that I did.
Cris, there's a lot of different types of wide receivers in the Hall of Fame. What do you think about your style of play got you here? What defined you and your style of play that was so exceptional that they voted you in here?
I don't know that. The thing about it, the conversation for me is more about that I'm here, not about catching touchdowns or that's up for other people to determine.
How would you describe your style of play when you were playing?
I catch the ball. You throw the ball, I catch it. Throw it close to me, I catch it. If you make me have to do something crazy to catch it, I can still catch it.
Do you think anything developed in his hands, early on, when you were young? I mean, did that come from somewhere, you think?
No, I mean, it was God gifted. I always had great hands, always had very large hands. I was a basketball player growing up for the most part. My first love is basketball, no, and then most of the time, as a youth, until I was, sophomore in high school, I played quarterback. Was the only position I ever played.
So it really was from God, then. You didn't play receiver till late in high school?
Yeah, everything you got from God.
Cris, how many people do you have here, and how long did it take you to craft your speech?
Question number 2 is, I haven't wrote a speech, and I have close to 400 people here that I've invited, but there's so many other people that are close to me that as soon as I got in the hall, because they're driving distance, they just called and got tickets. So, I have 300 to 400 people I'm personally responsible for.
But you haven't written a speech? You're just going to wing it up there?
I haven't written a speech.
Do you plan to write one tonight?
We're out from the heart?
You're not going to be the first one to cry, are you?
I don't know. What difference it make?
That doesn't make a difference at all. It's a problem.
What difference it make?
Do you plan to write a speech tonight?
Probably not.